Hi guys, been out in the garden working and realized I still need to finish the markers for my plants. If you are new here, I'm Penny and you are on Open Hand Farm. I am so glad you're here. First thing I did was type in the plant names. Then I choose the font and the font size. I go ahead and send it to my silhouette to cut it out. I use an adhesive matte vinyl and it works really well. Let's see what else is involved. So the first thing I need to address here is that this part of my vinyl does not have any words on it. So I don't want to disturb it off of the backing that it's on. So I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife and cut a line. And it's okay to cut on this because this is a cutting mat. So now what I'm going to do to start with is find the corner of the vinyl, and this backing I don't want. I want to pull it off and reveal all the names of the plants. So I'm going to very carefully kind of at an angle, although I see right now some of them are already not sticking. So let me kind of pay attention to what I'm doing here. There we go. I'm just going to be real careful and go a little at a time so that I can try to get all the letters down that need to stay down as I pull. I don't know why. Sometimes it cuts great, and sometimes when you cut little words, it's harder for it to cut through and you end up struggling. And I'm really good about doing things the hard way. So you can see that these are revealing, and I'm going to go ahead and go through and keep pulling. And that's all of them. So I'm just going to leave that right there, because if I work through here and then I think, oh, I did miss a letter there, maybe I can go back and find it and take it off and put it on. This is my important tool right here. I will use the tip end of this to get into these small spaces and pick up the center of letters. So what I'm going to do before I start pulling these circles out is take this tool, which is just a plastic scraper kind of thing, and run it over these letters to make sure they are stuck where they need to be stuck. This surface that they are on is very slick, so they kind of move on you if you're not, if they're not down, which is why I'm making sure that they are down, so that when I go to pull the centers out, I can do it. I cut this part off here. This is where I drew that line with my X-Acto knife. I have other pieces like that, and what I like to do when I'm weeding out these little letters, because they will stick to everything, I like to take a piece of this because it's not really big enough to go in my machine and do anything. So I like to take a piece of this, roll it in a circle like a piece of tape, and stick it on the table where I'm going to be working. Then as I take the center out, I can just put it on that piece of tape and it sticks to it instead of sticking to me. So I'm just pulling the centers out of these letters Okay, now what needs to be done is I need to put a sticky surface over this to lift these words off of this slick paper. So what I use is cheap. I use clear contact paper, and I just buy it by the roll, and I can see my words through there. So I know that I need to come down to here, to this line here, and cut it. So I'll just cut across there. And then I take the backing off, which is sometimes the hardest thing to start of the whole project. This is what'll slow you down. Oh, there we go. All right, and I just take it all the way off and lay it over these words. Then I use my little scraper and make sure I don't have any bubbles sideways. Now I have all of these ready to put on my PVC. What I have to do though, is first of all, I got to take this off of my sticky mat that I use to go through the silhouette with. Now this section I cut off so I can peel it away. So that leaves me with this. So I have all these words and I just need to cut them apart like this. And they don't have to be perfect. So the spacing of the white paper around the word does not matter because that's not going to be on there. Only the word is going to be on the PVC pipe. So now, in order to put this word on the pipe, I need to take it off of the backing paper. So I pull that off and you can see my word is in there and the sticky side is over here. So all I have to do is lay it down on the pipe. I rub it with my finger and then I use the little plastic thing and go over the whole word. Then I pull the clear plastic off and my letters stay on the pipe. And if they start to pull off, I'll just go back, put the plastic back on, and rub over the letter again. But this one seems to be working. So there is my asparagus patch marker. So now I will do that same process with all of these. I hope that you have enjoyed learning how I do my garden markers. I would love to know how you do yours. So leave me a comment. I love it when I go to my YouTube studio account and I push the comment button and there's comments, people talking to me. I love it. So leave me a comment. And until next time, blessings to you and yours.